Hello there, this is Yvette LaFleur with Healing with Yvette, and I have a crystal divination for you for the month of August 2023. And it is no wonder that this reading is all about releasing because it is a full moon at the time that I'm doing this reading. And the full moon is about releasing, and we're going into an Aquarian full moon in the season of Leo, so there's a lot happening. All right, so if you've never seen this reading before, every crystal has a lot of meanings, and every area on the grid has a particular area of life. So let's get started over here in area 1, which is your self, your identity. And in this area, we have tiger's eye prominently placed. And this separates what we want from what we think we want. So there's some work to be done. Like, what is it that you truly want? What's your heart's desire? And it is time to release the rest. Now, as I said, with an Aquarius full moon, if you're watching this on the 1st when it's being released, it's about shedding what no longer serves, which is perfect for tiger's eye is a perfect support for that. And tiger's eye also helps with feelings of self-worth. And we're in the Leo season, and so Leo is about that confidence and pride in yourself. Skipping down here to area 3, this is communication. And in this area, we have bloodstone. And bloodstone helps you withdraw from withdraw from that which no longer works. So, if we go back to, we talk about communication, because that's what this area is. Like, stop getting on the ride, stop getting into conversations with people where you know that nothing's going to change. And you just keep putting yourself back on that ride to, go around and round and round again. Withdraw from the situation. We are in a time where you're being encouraged to withdraw from things that no longer serve you. All right, moving on to this area here that is very covered. This is the family area. And we have brown agate, which is about stability and harmonizing the yin and the yang. Larimar, which is about aligning with the feminine energy. And Septarian, which is about linking love and courage. So we choose our family, right? And so in the work that there is to do in this area, it's reminding you to balance, to find the balance. Brown agate is also about the self-analysis. So what part are you playing in what's happening in the family? Larimar is about the self-healing. When we're in relationships, there's our work to do, and that includes family as well. And Septarian is to let go and be open to change. So, for some of you, there's change coming in this family area, and it's about what is the part that you play, okay? And what's the self-healing that you need to do in order to have that balance of yin and yang. So, again, Larimar is about the releasing. What is it they're there to release? Moving on to this area right here, 6, this is health. And this is, Lepidolite reminds you that releasing stress is going to be healthy for you. And so that's another thing to release, is that stress, which comes in the form of, getting back in those communication cycles that you don't need to be in, and you find yourself in them over and over again. And then, what is the family stuff that you need to release because it no longer serves you? Going into area 7, which is the area of partnership, romance, heart, we have Garnet in Hornsblend. And Garnet and Hornsblend is, I can't even read my own writing. I took notes here so that I knew what I had gotten for you. I'm going to skip onto the sodalite because I can't read my writing. This is, okay, now I know. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. So Garnet and Hornsblend, sodalite, lepidolite, all in their own way. There we go. There's what I wrote. All in their own way are about releasing. So here we go. Okay, this whole reading is about releasing. So Garnet and Hornsblend, is about releasing outworn patterns. Sodalite is about releasing mental confusion, and lepidolite is about releasing that stress. So let's talk about that within the area of relationship. So if you are currently in a relationship, what is it that you're holding on to that needs to be released? I heard a phrase years and years ago that came to me as I was putting this together, which was grave digging. So when you're grave digging is when you're in a current argument, but you bring up past crap because you feel like you need to just pile it on. So that is an outworn pattern that needs to go. So if you're a grave digger, it is time to let that go. Letting go of these things, again, are all beneficial for your health. And because this reading is a lot about releasing, that's what you're going to hear over and over again. If you want to be in a relationship, again, next time I need to write more neatly for myself. If you want to be in a relationship, the question is, what do you need to release in order to be free for love? So if you find yourself in relationships over and over again, and they're not the right person, the reality is everywhere you go, there you are. So you're bringing yourself into each next relationship. So what is it that you need to release? What is it that you need to heal in order to be ready for love? There's also a book that came through when I was preparing for this called The 5 Love Languages. And this is a really good one for you to look into. If you feel like you have a lot of anger, upset, hurt, pain around what your partner does or doesn't do, and maybe you're somebody who wants to receive roses and gifts, but your partner is somebody who does acts of service. They build stuff for you. They mow the lawn. They vacuum the house. They take care of, cook your meals, whatever it is. What is it that, what love language is your partner speaking so that you can listen to it and understand that you are being loved? This area here is the area of surrender. And again, we have Garnet and Hornsblend. And Garnet and Hornsblend is about surrendering and releasing outworn patterns. So it is time. The message is clear. It is time to release those outworn patterns. Moving up here into the area of spirituality, we have chrysoprase. And chrysoprase is about connecting with nature. So what is it that, if you're feeling like you're not as connected as you want to be, get out in nature, watch the birds, lay on the ground and watch the clouds fly by, drive through the mountains, sit at the edge of a canyon. I don't know where you are, so I don't know what you have available to you. Go to the water, put your feet in the river, the ocean, connect with nature. That's where spirituality is for many people. And connect with nature. You'll find your connection with spirituality there. Here in this area, and this is about group relations and connectedness, and our full moon in Aquarius, and because we're in the Leo season, Leo season in particular, is about your connection in the community. So the Amazonite is telling you to be aware of both sides. So whenever we're in group relations, I shouldn't say whenever we're in group relations, it is not uncommon in group relations for there to be factions or two sides, or there's something that happens and there's, two sides to the story, and, things get just so blown up with our social media world and technology. And so Amazonite is saying, hey, pay attention. There are two sides to whatever is going on in the group that you're in. And last, in this area, we have outcome. We have pyrite, we have rose quartz, we have brown agate, and septarian is kind of poking its way in here. So pyrite is about seeing beyond facades, and it helps you with business decisions. The brown agate is about harmony. The septarian is about letting go and being open to change. And the rose quartz is releasing of stress and forgiving yourself. In this case, I got a really strong hit that this in particular is about forgiving yourself. So since we're in this period of releasing, we are literally, from what I was reading, because the astrology piece is not my wheelhouse, so I read about it. And what I was reading was we are releasing things that are hundreds of years old, which means it's ancestral, right? So you are in this time making sure that you are loving yourself so that you can release that stress and forgiving yourself for what gosh, there's just things that we carry around. Like, even if you need to forgive yourself for carrying around the crap that you're carrying around, forgive yourself for that. And then helping see beyond the facades. Like, again, releasing what no longer serves you so that you can be in authenticity. When you are in authenticity, you are going to be happier, freer, clearer, and have the ability to just really live in joy and love. And so, and that is what brown agate is the harmony. And septarian is the being open to change. And you know what? As we move into our authentic selves and peel away those layers, that's change. That is change right there. So this was a very quick reading. This is what's called a reading for the collective. And so when I do this, it's just a lot of information. Not everything will fit for you. When you have a reading that is designed specifically for you, it's more personalized because we are talking about what's going on in your life. All right, have a great August, everybody.